Trying to see if any of my people's up. Missy, what's up? Trying to see. I'm sending this to some people. I just started it. It's kind of late. Lavella, what's up? Thanks for tapping the screen. Elizabeth, thank you for the heart me. Old school, yeah, yep. Pretty good. Johnson, what's up, gang? Little one. And Elizabeth asked that too. She's good. She's up there asleep. I just started a live because I told her I was like, hey, I'm about to go live. You want to go with me? She's like, nah, I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay down. So my girl and our three daughters all went up there to lay down. I stayed in my little man cave. What's up, Matt? Matt, old school mom, Elizabeth. I see you with the roses. Thank you. John, Crow. I'm trying to shout everybody out that engaged. Yeah, you're good. I know I seen you were live earlier. I was trying to edit a video, but every time I would get on, I would go grab pictures and shit from Google, get back on TikTok, do my thing. Every time it showed you, but I never like actually popped in because I was on a mission. I edited a couple videos. I think I already did old school. I already said that back. I said about the baby. You said hope all. I said thank you. You said popping in to say hey. Yeah, I had already did that. How are you, Missy said. Uh, unless I'm missing a different comment. I don't know what comment you're talking about. Versace. What's up? Did I miss a different one? Your keyword list. I don't got that set up. Why are you saying it's like filtering out the photo thing? Cause I don't have that on. Oh yeah, you had 150. That's a big love, bro. That's a big love. Hey, thanks for the heart me. Need to fix that up. I don't got that turned on. That's what I'm saying. What word did you say that would have triggered it to work? Cause I don't see no other comment. You only had two comments above that. You said popping in to say hey, and then you said hope all is well. And then after that, you said, um, hey, read my comment. So what was the third comment? Protect your chat. Hey, my lives don't even get that big to care about that. Honestly, them little shit like that, trolls, they used to get big like that. Lately, I don't even care about that. That's why I tell my mods don't even. I got like 5, 7 mods. I don't even use them or need them. You know what I mean? Because I actually feel like if they're taking away from that, it's taking away from my engagement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I actually just went in and edited the mods and changed a few things around so that it could like taking away the keywords, making it where they could only mute people and not block people, stuff like that. What's up, Chris? Yeah, I'm good for. Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, as happy as I could get. Just going with the flow, hoping something good happens with this situation with this job down the street. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Blesso. Sorry, Todd Nelson. To Nelson, sorry. Oh yeah, and I'm also on my YT. If anybody's wondering, if you ain't seen any comments. Hey, ain't nobody got nothing going on with no Smoke detector. Nope, bro. I ain't did none of them. There's 4 of them that I gotta do, and it's crazy because this is why I'm explaining why I hasn't done it yet. I gotta go in. This is why I hate doing them on live. I gotta go into TikTok Studio, right? Hey, thank you for that, Versace. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just got that figured out to where it will start adding up. Anything that gets sent on here, I get it at the end of the month. I appreciate you, bro. It's like adds up. It's actually at $119, bro, from last month. That'll come on this month at the end of the month. Hold on real quick, y'all. I gotta tell my homie something on this side. Even if he's not in here, I want to at least answer him. No, he's in here. Yeah, this is what I was saying. So I gotta go into to studio, take that live, right? Grab it to my phone, but it's 4 hours long. So immediately there's an issue because I don't have a lot of storage. So I try to cut it down. Then I try to upload it to like edit it, and it got to be 1 hour. So then I got to go in and try to like do this and make it smaller to upload it. You see what I'm saying? We did that in the beginning of the live. So all the shit that went on afterwards kind of like makes it harder to get. That's why I really want to start doing interviews on that Riverside app. But I don't think you could send shit that big, bro. No, I was on 4 hours. That's why I'm saying it's a pain in the ass anytime I do lives for anybody, interviews on live. Cause yeah, we did the interview. What I gotta start doing is ending it. Like, okay, I'm doing Matt's interview. Okay, we're done. Boom, end that shit and start a whole new live. So when I want to go edit the video, it'll only be a 30, 45 minute long live session that's actually the interview. It's a separate file. If I do your interview and then I stay on live for 4 hours, now I gotta try to grab it from there. You see what I mean? It sounds, yeah, it was at the beginning. All right, and then over here, my bad, y'all. You was saying thank you to Versace. You saying good luck with the job, bro. Yeah, I know. I had a good one, but it was a ride situation. This one's right down the road. Infectious, I agree. Fuck the haters. Mr. Blesso, I have no idea what you're talking about. Lick something, you're lying. You did not send $100. People say hi. Gunner Smokes, what up, bro? The Chris, you're projecting onto me what you feel. All right, so my bad, y'all. I'm back. Andrew, what up? Yeah, but you're right. I gotta get that done, bro. Cause it's three. It's you, Spider, the Mike dude from Tennessee. That's 3, and there was another one too. I wrote them down though, just in case, so that I wasn't getting too sidetracked. I'm trying to at least be halfway professional. Spider, Matt, Austin, Boston, and Michael from Tennessee. And then Casino. I did one with him on Facebook. So technically, I got 5 fucking things to edit, which ain't that hard. It's just getting them on my phone, bro. But I suggest getting one of these and writing down everything you want to do as far as content, like ideas and shit. Federal prison reform. Oh, that's you, Matt? What's up, bro? You see, I got 27 people watching over here, and they're all trolling me. It just changed from 27 to 14. All right. So anybody wondering, Matt was over on this side. He just came to my YouTube, my YT. That's why I just said that. Yeah, I know. I see you. Yeah, I came. I didn't tell you this yet. I went and liked about 10 of your videos and commented on 3 or 4. Plus, I subscribed to help your account. This is the hardest account right here, bro. The hardest platform. But if you stick to it, it's the best. Andrew, where you from? I'm from Warren City, which is Youngstown area, like Northeast Ohio. Who's this? Andrew. Follow back. You was trying to come in, or was it an accident? What's up? Some people bumped the button. That's why I didn't know. Yeah, Matt, they're the best. Trolls are the best. What's up, man? What's up with you?
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
Shit, I'm just chilling. From Mississippi, it said. You're from Mississippi?
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm all the way up in Ohio, up north.
Is it cold up there?
Yeah, it's snowing and shit. It's definitely getting cold. What's up, Danielle?
It's cold down here. It ain't that cold. It ain't snowing. It's just like about freezing.
Yeah, you guys got good weather for the most part, right? So it kind of like turns into maybe kind of chilly, but it don't get real cold, huh?
Yeah. It gets chilly, but don't get real cold.
Philadelphia.
It's flooding around here right now. We got all that rain last couple of days, so everything's flooding around.
It's flooding. I remember there was one like right when I came home. There was a big ass flood. I forget where was that? It was down south, but it was taking out a whole bunch of people. I did a video about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how far south you ever been?
Shit, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. That's the furthest that I've been.
Man. Oh, you right here beside it's the same thing. Yeah. You good?
What's up, Loyalty? Yeah, I've been to. I just saw your text. I've been to Alabama. This is everywhere I've ever been. I went to Alabama, Topsail Island, South Carolina, and then another time Columbia, South Carolina, and then Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and then that's literally it. Other than Pennsylvania and Philadelphia, Pittsburgh and Philly, I ain't been around that much.
Hell yeah.
Where about you? You been anywhere else?
Yeah, man, I've been all kinds of places. Man, I worked offshore in a land rig.
Man, it's better though, bro.
I worked offshore in the Gulf of Mexico for about 2-3 years, and then I worked in Texas, Mexico, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. I've been into New York and New Jersey and North Dakota.
Hell yeah, you've been all over. Thank you, Wyatt.
Yeah, man.
You see that, Matt? All the trolls, bro. All they want to do is say, like this dude. I ain't saying he's trolling John Doe, but it's either something negative they want to talk about. They never want to see the good. They want to know the bad parts about their life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or they troll you. I'm talking to my dude because he's on my other account. I got 2 phones going. I got one's on YT, one's on TT. You jump on any other platforms ever? Like you watch like you know YT or FB, IG, any of those? Do you?
Yeah, no, I don't jump on none of that.
You just like TT? This one, I say abbreviated because the platform don't like it when you say other accounts. But you like TikTok the most? Yeah. Thanks, Loyalty. Yeah. This your favorite platform? You're saying TikTok?
Well, it's one I use the most. That YouTube.
Cool, thank you. What's up, Adam? Who's Adam? You see this shit? Hey, this is going good.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Just jumped in.
Loyalty, yeah, that's my. Oh yeah, I didn't know. I hit her. I sent her a thing. What's up? That's my friend and one of my mods.
What's up, Drew?
What's up?
He's like, man,
nice to meet you.
What the hell was that?
Nice to meet you.
Nah, but hey, I like you're on guard because I clicked it and she said 1 minute and then I didn't even notice that it came on. So you was on your shit like, hey, I don't know who this is. Like that's how it should be though. Somebody kicked the back door, huh? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, you already know, yeah.
Hell yeah.
B&E.
B&E. Nah, yeah, I gave her the key. Shit, she helps us a lot. She helps us a lot with our. I get very overwhelmed. My brain feels like it's gonna explode on here sometimes. And she like keeps up with the chat, helps us out, and just talk in general. Really, just supports us a lot. So, thank you.
Yeah, but I'm the same way. Like I have ADHD. Like I move around a lot, and I don't know. Like I have to take like Adderall like to calm down. You know what I mean? Like to relax.
Yeah, a lot of people need that. I used to do that too. Hey, guess what? Nice try. Not you. Yeah, I know, man. I was on that until I got caught abusing it. Like I was young. Thanks, Erica. And my homie's like, yo, you know that white stuff, the fat. I'm just saying it like that. He goes, the Go Fast we tried last week. I'm like, yeah. He's like, and I'm about 15. He goes, why didn't you tell me, bro? You get Addies prescribed. I said, I don't know. I've been taking them for like a year. I just get up, take it before school. He's like, fuck that. Let me show you something. Boom, crushes it. TikTok this for entertainment purposes only. Boom, we do that, and I never wanted to go back, you know. So now I'm in the room before school doing this, the extra shit, making it like an addiction thing. Well, one day my mom comes in and goes, "Hey, Pac, you're running late. You brush your teeth and this. Come on, we gotta go. You're running late." But when she opens the door, bro, I'm like leaning over like this. She's like, "What the hell are you doing?" Bro, she immediately snatched my whole bottle, went to my doctor, and do you have any idea why my son would be this and this? And he goes, "Yeah, 'cause people fucking abuse him." Ever since that day, they never gave my shit back, bro. Yeah.
Wow, that sucks.
I was a kid.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like, I worked offshore, right? And when I first started out there, like I worked a year or two out there, and back and forth, like you work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So it's about a year and a half. I went on one of my hitches from 2 weeks off, or my own. Went to the rig, I was working, got my leg like twisted off. Like I had to be metaflighted and everything to like a hospital. They had to put a rod in my leg, pin my leg at the bottom and the top, and pretty much rebuild my whole leg back. It got twisted off, like completely off. The only thing that was there was a little bit of muscle and the main artery. If you lose the main artery in your leg, if you use blood flow to your leg or your arm or anything, like it's gone, it's done.
Yeah.
You lose it, it dies.
Even a rubber band could do that. Send Galaxy to live on Galaxy. What the hell does it say? Galaxy under loyalty. Oh, that's from last time. My bad. Yeah, even a rubber band could cause something like that. That's crazy. So you lost your leg?
I almost lost my leg. I got twisted off. I got metaflighted. They put my leg back right, put a rod through my leg and pinned it. I have a piece of metal from my knee to my ankle holding my leg together.
Man, I see loyalty. You're okay. I almost lost my finger. I could kind of relate. I had a pin in my finger that ran from the tip to the like all the way through my finger. And when I met my girl, it was in my hand. I was 16. We was teenagers, and I'm like, "What the hell's in your finger?" I'm like, "I almost cut this shit off." And then she's like, "Let me see it." And she touched it, and it kind of hurt. I'm like, "Ow." She's like, "What the hell does it hurt like that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it had a whole pin like sticking out the tip that ran all. I couldn't even bend my finger. It was, you know." So that kind of was funny. YouTube, real quick. They asked me about this shit with my dad, with a dad. Someone said, "Do you have a dad?" When I was 3, my dad left and went and did his own thing, and my mom met my stepdad, who raised me all the way up and had my brother with my mom. He was my stepdad, but took the role of my father. I got close with my dad when I was 16. My stepdad, who raised me, passed away while I was incarcerated. I haven't seen him since before I went to prison. My real dad, it made me and him somewhat closer, and we talk about maybe once a week on the phone. You said, what would your message to the 20-year-old that don't have a dad in their life that are active in the streets? That's a lot of people get into that because they want that camaraderie. That's where the gang life comes in. They want brothers and they want a father figure. A lot of people don't have that. Honestly, you gotta glorify something else. A lot of people glorify the streets, money. They make that their god, and
life will fuck you quick.
It will fuck
without
you quick.
You even knowing it.
That life
like
for
put
sure.
You in a bind.
That life for sure. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing good comes of it.
Yeah. No, get into something. Get into like, a car, racing, like anything you want to get into a hobby. Get in something and like put your mind to it. Work, especially like anything work wise, like working and like working offshore, working in a plant or doing anything. Working
job
will get you ahead in life and make you better in life.
All that shit. As far Tommy, what's up? I see you, bro. As far he asked me like, what would my message be? I think I want to make a whole video dedicated to that. But as far as like right now on the spot, I would say you want to break that cycle early on, very, very early on, where you don't want to continue that going. It's a generational thing. It could be a generational.
So whatever you're looking for, as far as the homies go, they're not going to provide what your dad should have been able to provide for you.
Exactly.
And I say that wholeheartedly because I grew up in the streets. I know what it's like.
So true.
But I'm telling you right now, no other man is going to provide that for you in that sense when it comes to the streets.
Thank you, Tony. No, absolutely.
No.
I like
you're
that.
Absolutely right.
I like that. Good job.
If you got a mama or daddy in your life, even if your daddy leaves and you got a mama, no matter what, your mama always gonna take care of you. She's always. You know what I mean? I've been in jail before. My mom got me out of jail, talked to me, everything. You know what I mean? You got a mama. Your mama's always gonna be your mama. You only get one mama and one daddy. If your daddy leaves, you got your mama in your life.
It's
man,
crazy.
just enjoy it.
You're right. Like I had
you only get one mom and one daddy.
Yeah, I'm trying to answer that correct. They did good. I got people just trolling me like, oh, look, he's high, this and that. I am on Suboxone, so take it or leave it. If you don't like it, keep scrolling.
Yeah.
I smoke bud. I got some trees sitting right here. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. But when people say that, I honestly think I might probably look under the influence when I take my medication. And I got psych meds too, so I got 3 different angles coming at me, my brain. I'm not completely sober because of that, but everything I just said is prescribed to me. The one thing is legal in Ohio without a doctor's prescription, and the other 2 things are given to me by a doctor. So, how you doing, bro? John Wick said, yeah, everything's good, man. Just normal day. I got a couple friends. We just met Andrew. Loyalty's our friend. She co-hosts a lot with us. We're on here just kicking it. I got 2 phones going for anybody wondering. I got my YouTube on this side and my TikTok on this side. I got 40 people on YouTube and 4 people on TikTok. I'm starting to not like this platform, but I just keep pushing, hoping it'll change. Hey, Loyalty, I had a video hit 1,000 last night for the first time in like probably over a month.
On TT?
Yeah. But I made it a minute, I made it a short one. I had somebody say, hey, you make long ass videos. I'm like, yeah, I got a lot to say, I just try to put it all out there. And they're like, try 1 minute or 3-minute videos. So I'm like, all right, I will.
No different than a song, bro. No different than a song.
You got to grab their attention is what it is. You got to really be able to grab somebody's attention. They got short attention spans. So I made a minute-long video. It got 1,000 views and 73 likes. Them numbers are a lot better than what it normally is. Someone said, "Are you a gangster?" Nobody should really strive to want to be a gangster. I don't think that's a title. That's like a way of life. That's like a mindset. That's how I've always looked at it. You don't just wake up and be like, "I'm gonna be a gangster today." A lot of people do that. It's not your image, and it's not that's a real mindset and a real way of life. People who put on portray that they want to be tried to look at as a gangster, they're just childish usually. They have to go through steps to grow through their life. I don't want to be looked at like that. But everything on my record would probably say that. Everything in my reputation would say that. But I'll tell you right now, I don't want to be looked at like that. So, yeah. New York City, what's the channel about? I'm trying to just be an advocate for prison reform, and I do story times about prison, my experience, other people's experience. I bring people on to do interviews, COs, convicts, and then sometimes I throw true crime and paranormal in there. Yep. How many crimes have you committed today? Hey, one less one because you're on that side of the screen and I'm on this side of the screen. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, I swear to God, bro, these trolls, bro, they be getting away with a lot of shit because they're on the phone. It's funny you said how many crimes did you commit today? Well, luckily for both of us, I don't know who you are because they've been sitting there trolling me for. Bro, I don't even try not to let it bother me, but what really upsets me is that the internet these days, right? People could just come on here and be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with this dude so bad until he just wants to find out where I live, But it's for TikTok entertainment purposes only. We're just joking. I want you to have a great day. So the same shit, yeah, you know what? The other 50 channels that do it, maybe they do it better than me. Maybe they do it worse than me. But I'm gonna be a part of them 50 channels. Yeah, you're right. What do you do?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I've been working all day. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm going to get a shower, eat something, and go to bed.
You're good,
it was
man.
Amazing talking to both of y'all.
Come find us next time.
I'll bring you back on.
You're good. Good night, Drew.
Absolutely.
Trey, I'll talk to y'all later on, I promise. Y'all follow me, and I'll get up with y'all.
I just followed you a minute ago, yeah. I got you. And Trey, I just followed you, too. Good night, man. Have a good night. So that was Andrew.
Good night. Y'all too, man.
We just met him.
Bless
he just
y'all.
hopped
Good
on.
night.
You too. God bless you, man. He hopped on and was telling us, we were just chopping it up. I let people come on once in a while and just tell their story or whatever. That
Yeah,
one
to
we
be
was.
honest with you, Pack, yeah, that's why I like when you get on TT is because there's the opportunity and the chance for multiple people to hop on and
Hmm.
speak.
Yeah, that's like the only one that does that because the rest don't have that function. You're right, and it's cool. I like that, but like this is easy. One having you co-host and one at a time and shit. But when it gets to be too many people, it's too hard. Penthouse, you ain't hard. That's good. I don't want to come off as hard, so that's good. Wanna go to prison? Eat from the commissary. You want to go to the joint so you can eat from the commissary? Okay,
That's crazy. Go to the hospital.
right.
The food's the same, bro. The food's the
Damn.
same.
Yeah, Jeremy, you know what I'm talking about. Right. Nah, see, here in Ohio, we what the hell are they talking? Here in Ohio, we got like actually some cheap commissary because I keep seeing people talking about their experiences and they're like, yeah, it was expensive, but no, you could have $25 here and it's a bag. Like, you know, you're leaving with like the state babies they call it, the people who only can go to the store with the money they get from the state. They can utilize that and get their hygiene for the month and then enough food to get through at least maybe 1 to 2 weeks, and that's all given to you for free. If you combine that with a side hustle like getting a job in the chow hall, which there's many reasons why people do that, you could survive. Where at in
Hey,
Ohio?
Pack,
Huh?
let me ask you this. So I know coming out, it's not always the easiest thing, right? But what were the options available to you outside of family or like Monique as far as housing goes?
Halfway house. They was like, "Do you want to go live in a halfway, or do you want to go live with your family?" I got to get it approved. I said, "Absolutely, with my family." Now I got lucky because I had family. Some people don't have that option. So, but why I like kind of laughed is because that shit's a joke. They put you in there with people smuggling things in like they're not even caring that they got the chance to be free. Like they just want to go right back. So you're trapped in this room where half the people want their new life to make good choices and half the people are so institutionalized they don't have nowhere to go. They don't have a support system. They are actually scared to be released because they know the outcome. So that's a bad environment. That's like going to an NA meeting rocked out of your mind and wondering if the guy sitting next to you might be hanging on to a thread and he just so happens to make that bad choice or something, you know? I had this program called Flying High, and they were supposed to help me. And that was good while I was in prison. They did what they said they would do. But then when I got free, the person that they assigned to me, I've always wondered if he sees my videos. He like did us dirty. He. I don't even really want to get into that. He wouldn't answer none of my phone calls, and when he did, he had all these excuses. There was this $400 Walmart card or $300 just disappeared. He kept telling me it never came. It never came. Um, then he was supposed to give me a ride to see my Prio one day. He never came. He was like my mentor, they call it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that shit really kind of annoyed the fuck out of me that that program is set in place and they got these grants and all this money they're getting from this and this. But what I saw from my experience, it almost makes me want to expose it like on here. But I don't go out of my way to do that because they're in my area supposed to be helping people. Maybe they are. Maybe I just had a bad experience. Maybe I had a bad person.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He was
So
in
the reason
recovery.
that I asked you that was because, like, I put in the chat, like, I was on that phone call working on a new housing project, right?
Hmm.
And one of the things that I'm looking at is making it available to those who were recently incarcerated, right? Giving them a place to go, but not wanting to make, I wouldn't say the same mistakes, but taking the exact same steps that other people have and
Yeah.
help with reform, right? I want to build up people's confidence versus, hey, you just got to work this program and then get out on your own.
Someone just said to go along with that, sober living works, bro. And I don't say it doesn't, but I've also heard some straight horror stories of people being forced into that and they're around bad. Now, maybe 30 of those people are good and 10 of them want to get high all day long. That's kind of what I meant. You just got to have the willpower to want that shit. With what you're saying, are you saying you, because you work with something like that right now, right? But what do? or like a coach?
I'm a case manager. I'm a certified recovery coach and a peer counselor.
That's what it was, a peer. He was my peer support.
Yep,
That guy,
I'm a peer
okay.
support counselor, but I don't use those two certifications that I have necessarily for my role specifically. However, I do use them in being able to do motivational interviewing, understanding people's long-term goals to their short-term goals and how to pave that path to get to where they're going. And for at least the last 4 years, it was solely focused on those experiencing homelessness. However, now it's really anybody who's in a bind in their life, right? This could be somebody who's fallen behind on rent, or maybe they got medical issues and they just need somebody to help kind of work through the different systems to get to what they need. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that I'm coming across is that there are people who, come out of incarceration and their only option is to go into a halfway house, like you said, or go into an Oxford house, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying any of those places are bad.
Right, neither was I.
I'm glad that they're there and they're available. However, what I have seen consistently through like my clientele and my job, I'm in Washington State, right? So we're a world apart, it feels like. Right. But what I'm seeing is that, hey, we're going to provide you this service, but you need to do everything to a T exactly how we say it, not, hey, where do you want to be in the future and how am I going to help you get there in your progress and your journey, right? And so what I'm working on right now originally started out as it was going to be a shelter for those experiencing homelessness. We're now revamping that idea to change it to housing project and not specifically catering to those that are experiencing homelessness and or addiction or, coming out of incarceration, but more or less for people who need anywhere from 12 months to 24 months to really figure out what it's like to live on their own. And I'll give you a prime example, right? So my brother, he's still in active addiction. He's on the streets, but I'll never forget the day, like I brought him home. Within 2 weeks, he got into the Suboxone program. From there, he started working with the case manager, right? And eventually got into his first apartment ever. And mind you, he's like 28 at this point. He'd never been on a lease himself. So he finally got into a place, and he did phenomenal first 6 months. But by month 9, he was back to using, kicking it with the same crowd, doing all the same stuff because he was so lonely. He didn't have that personal connection, those friends to keep motivated and going. And yes, me as a sister, I was supportive, right? But there's only so much support you want from your family to the point that you think it's interference, right? Yeah. You're trying to tell me what to do and how to live. And so I think about that and my brother's situation and getting him a sense of like community without it just solely being his family that he may or may not hold some type of grudge against, right? Yeah. And so I'm thinking about it like from your aspect, if you hadn't had that option, right, to go home with family, then what?
I would have been going to CCA, and like someone else was just saying some things over here. I'm about to get to your comments on YouTube in a second, y'all. I'm sorry about that. We're going back and forth about something right now. And yeah, Viking, Bearded Viking, I see you. What's up, man? With that's sketchy to be honest. Like, anybody wondering, I'm on YouTube on my other phone. There's 30, 40 people over here watching too. So, when I first got out, I was scared, really scared to be honest. And I was like, I got lucky. I have Monique and my kids, and they were excited to see me. But I actually have lived with bunkies and just people who had none of that. They were excited to get out and go to the halfway house. But that's just an environment like that does not always work for people. So, like you said, you're right. Trey said he just left from one. I just left an Oxford house. He said, I don't know what that is. I'm just happy to hear you're trying to do it. The only thing I never liked is why do they take all your money? I mean, they hold it for you, right? They give you like, if you make, let's say $500-$600, let's say, here's 80 for gas and cigarettes, and they put the rest on a card until you get out. Is that how it works?
It just depends what type of housing you go into, right?
Okay.
So, like, Oxford will tell you, like, up here, so we got a men's Oxford house, women's Oxford house, and those were for people who are, you know, addicts in recovery, you know, they're coming out of the system, things like that, but they spend like $480 a month. It's essentially like a lease, standard housing, except for it's shared communal living, and then, like, you can get voted off of the boat. Basically, somebody could say, hey, I don't like your freaking attitude, and you're out, bro.
Yes, that's what I've noticed too, and it seems
And
like
I don't like that.
crazy as shit. And like you said, it has to be what they say. If they enforce it and you don't like, the number one thing, I'm not gonna say their name. I have a buddy from Newton Falls that him and his brother got, you know, locked up. They did their time. One that went to the halfway. One got to go straight home because they got time added on. The one who that happened with, they ended up going in and they wanted their phone, and they said, you know, give me my phone. I got some important shit going on. I want to read my phone, whatever, right? And they said no, it's after 9 o'clock, and he bugged out. But he had some very important whatever, wanted his phone, so he kind of reached over and grabbed his phone and started going through the text messages. But because it was at a certain time and they said no, that was enough to break the rules. Now, I granted, there's rules put in place. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. He did it. They didn't like that. They put his ass right back in prison right there. So, I mean, was that kind of harsh? I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know how it works. I just know that they have rules set in place. You have to follow those rules. And he had some family shit, you know. He felt like his family shit was more important than them telling him you could call them tomorrow for whatever was going on. Yeah, I mean there are laws and rules. You know, someone on YouTube said he should have follow the laws. That's actually a rule. It's not a law, but yeah, house arrest. No, I'm not. I've been home for 2 years, and I was given 3 years parole. I completed it in 1 year. I'm working on changing to my new life. I got a lot of things that I regret from my past. Like that's why I do what I do by doing this. This is us putting good vibes into the world for the future. And this is my friend Loyalty, and she just helps me do, she's a mod of mine who helps me co-host. So no papers, equal freedom. Right? Yeah, I'm off papers. Jesus, everybody's going back and forth talking about like the world's coming to an end and asking me if I believe in Jesus. Yeah, I'm a Christian. I love God. So what are you trying to change that? You're trying to like do that now? That's what you're about to do?
Yeah, what I'm working on, instead of doing a homeless shelter or just regular transitional housing, which is usually a 12 to 24-month program that kind of helps people figure out how to stabilize, get back to work, you know, get on their feet, learn how to pay bills and things like that. What I want to do is, what me and my partner are working on is uh, essentially it kind of seems like it's a shelter, but really it's stable housing with a 12 to 24-month program where you can help somebody build up towards their larger goals in life. So what we would be bringing in is multiple agencies to provide things like work experience. We'd have a community garden so people can learn how to grow their own food. If they're interested in that, it can also provide food for the facility. Help them learn basic living skills. So one of the things that I come across is like not just those that were incarcerated, but just people in general who, hey, didn't have mom and dad or aunt, uncle, grandma, whoever to sit there and teach them how to simply cook basic meals, right, to feed themselves.
Right.
Talking about budgeting classes, education, if that's something that they want to further. But really, I want it to be solely focused on that person and their growth journey, not the system's ideal way of doing life here
Yes.
where we're at, you know?
No, I do like that. Like some people over here are saying they like that, or happy for us, good for you, the ones that ain't trolling. Uh, yeah, I would like to see that happen too. And this is what it all boils down to. We could never make the entire change of everything, but we could put a dent in it, and we could put some positivity stuff. This is how I look at it. Even if I only help a few people on a personal level, like I've been having people from our area get a hold of me on Facebook and say, hey, I like watching your videos. This helped me. Me and my girl was going through this. This helped me. Or I was going to get high, but I chose not to. This helped me. just everything. You know, I got a family member incarcerated. I was wondering about this, but you answered the question on the video. That feels good within itself, let alone the people claiming that I'm helping their life. So, no, we can't fix the entire system, but like someone just made fun of me over here and said there's 50 other prison creators. That may be true, but if we all was doing this in a positive light and not glorifying it like some of them do, not just wanting to tell war stories like some of them do, if we all came together, what if we got like seen by the correct person at the top, and maybe we could have the, like at that point, the support to change it and get on a bigger level. Like, I don't know, maybe like some sort of politician or something be like, you know what, let's put this money into this and try to help this. So then it's like a chain reaction at that point. It's not just us talking about it on the internet. It turns into a real life event. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's why we just got to keep making the moves that we are, you know?
Right, absolutely. So all the people that act like that, I actually like it to see that, because it motivates me to try to be a good person. And I've been just thinking about a lot of things that I did in my life, some bad shit, you know. But like, you only live once, and you know, I don't know how to explain what I'm about to say, what I was going with that, but I feel like from this point forward, I have to try to do as much good as I can to to overtake the bad. Like, if I did all that bad shit for so many years, but then I do good shit from like 2 years forward, maybe it'll overtake. It'll catch up to the bad and then go higher where it's all good. That's how I look at it, and I'm hoping that that's what happens. So, you know, everybody who does this and trolls me, they gotta have something going on in their life that causes them to want to project bad onto me when I'm not doing that. You're not doing that. Neither one of us are doing that. You know?
Yeah, like we talked about in the past, I wouldn't necessarily mute them, right?
Let them do it.
It is what it is. But at the same time, I don't engage with a lot of the negativity. Like, we're still going to push the positive, and the whole purpose of doing this is to help somebody in some shape or form.
I think TikTok's really trying to get me to quit, you know? Like, I just had 40 people on YouTube. The other night, I had 100 something watching. We had 77 likes. That's normal, you know? But over here, you see it. Like, I got 2 people in here, and you're one of them. So, TikTok is, I really think I'm shadow banned. I don't even care to say it no more. I used to do good on here ever since that day. I got that appeal, and I don't think they like that. I think they want you to just take your medicine and shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? I was like mad. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So I just appealed it, and then I won. I thought that was a good thing, but it has not been good ever since. So what do you think I should do as far as this? Do you think I should start getting on my backup account, or do you think I should keep pushing, hoping that the algorithm changes?
To be honest with you, Packy, you really need to just stay on it. Be consistent. That's number one, because regardless of whoever's trying to shut you down and close you out, they can't so long as you keep going, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care if it's TikTok per se, or if it's people behind it, right? Whether they're reporting, doing whatever they're doing, trolling, whatever. Yeah. They're trying to knock you down. Absolutely. But the ones who sit there and are consistent and remain consistent, right? Those are the ones who eventually elevate. You may not see it right now. You may not see it in a month. You may not see it in 3 months or 6 months or whatever. But think about your journey already. How much time? I think you said over a year that you've been on this platform, right?
20 out of 25 months.
Yeah, see, that
I've been home 25
It's not a small amount of time, but in comparison to some people who have maybe been on here for 4 or 5 years, right? They've been able to build that up. I think you just need to keep pushing your content.
You know, what part did I say I didn't? Yeah, I definitely put myself in that situation, and I'm glad I did. It was the best thing that ever could have happened to me. I want everybody to know that, too. Me going to prison was the best thing. Me doing those dumb things that I chose to do, putting myself in prison, was the best part of my entire life besides having my kids. I say that because nothing would be the way it is now. I would have either been dead or I'd be worse now because I had no repercussions. This new me that came out of prison is better than the one that went into prison. So I look at it like praise God that I even went to prison. Simple as that. Yeah, I went through a lot of stuff. There was some negative stuff. It was some bad stuff. There were some days that things happened that, I mean, I kind of wish it didn't. But you know, it's life. That's life in prison. You go through, and you come out different. Whether that's good or bad is up to you. But I didn't allow it to make me like really bad. I think a lot of people thought I was gonna. I was already the way I am when I went in there. So I think that part helped me survive. But then I was also able to take the crazy shit I went through in prison and forge it to the new person I am. So what you're saying that you know, really all you're doing is helping reinforce my new life. Yeah, Drew, I see you. Oh,
Hey
Drew,
Trey,
wrong,
yeah, we
wrong
are talking
person.
about some real life
No, I
stuff.
don't see you. I'm talking about Brent, and I'm talking about Captain. That's the one I thought. Someone was saying some weird shit. Yeah, so like Matt, that's an example. He's doing good. He just flipping through your page, caught me talk something real. Oh yeah, thank you, Trey. Usually we have like what loyalty, 10 to 20 people in here usually.
Yeah, it just depends on the night and the time.
It's late and shit, but right now this is small. I kind of like seeing reason I not only I like YouTube is for a reason and Facebook the live stays on there. So let's say me and you were doing this on either YouTube or Facebook, even if only 40 people were watching or whatever at that time. When you go to sleep and wake up, the next people they get on if they're your friends, your supporters, they can go back and rewatch the live. I hate that TikTok makes you manually do that. Like you have to go get that and post it. You know,
Right,
they
right.
should change that. They should definitely change that. Yeah, Trey, thanks for staying in here, hanging out with us though. Well, if anybody will repost, that'll help a lot. Maybe get some people in here. Yeah.
What's the YT chat saying?
Crazy shit. They said that I think tattoos makes me immune to pew pews. Wherever the hell that come from. This big daddy Rod, he's been trolling me for over a month now. He comes in here and just says the most off the wall shit. I'm actually hoping that
That's
he
not
gets.
the shoe guy, right?
No, but he was just in here too. He came in here asking me if I owned a pair of boots, and I just ignored him. I just
That
ignored
cracks
him.
me up, bro.
If you're in here, boot guy, we know you're in here watching, dude. Like, chill out, bro. I got a pair of boots in there. Just chill out. I'm not showing you. He got a fetish for boots. He wants me to wear my boots unlaced, and I don't know what it means. And he's always telling me he'll send me money to do it. Uh, then you got this other guy who comes in here talking about gloves, right? He'll be like, I like latex gloves. I kind of like winter gloves, but for the most part, he's like, I really like boxing gloves, and he talks about gloves. His name is Sammy Gloves or some shit. So you got some very strange people on here. That's all right though.
They just make me laugh.
Yeah, they make me laugh too. Now I got some real supporters though on YouTube. It's definitely not just trolls and little kids. I got about, but I think people get mad because they get on. Dude just got on and was saying like, why do I have this big of a following? Look at what he's doing. He's not talking about nothing. This is just me sitting here being dumb, but not really being dumb, but talking about dumb shit. But normally, actually, I shouldn't even say that. That's speaking it into negativity. We're talking about good things, but we're doing it in a half-ass way. But like usually, we try to get together, do a podcast, and have one set topic. I have people come to my house. This is just me and my friends sitting here, literally just randomly talking. But when it comes to my actual content, I make a lot of real videos for set topics, but they're saying that I got 11,000 people that came to my YouTube. That's hard. That's the hardest app to get any kind of following on. So these couple trolls are kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, well, just think about it this way. Like, if you hadn't been on TT, right?
Thank you,
After
Brett.
they did all the stuff, I wouldn't have come across you, right? Then I wouldn't have flipped over to YT or on Facebook had you not been here. So
True. Joe Zero.
And just keeping it real, like the other aspect is I don't sit here and watch a lot of people, right? I've followed many people and then turn around and unfollowed them because of the stuff that they do. It's just not appealing or entertaining, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you would have stayed regardless, you're saying? You don't
Yeah.
know if you would have.
Remember, I had lost my internet, right? And I literally couldn't get on YouTube. I couldn't get on Facebook, so I wouldn't have been able to keep up with y'all and see what's going on with the baby or nothing, because my internet sucks so freaking bad where I live. And since you stayed on TT, I was able to keep up and keep doing what we've been doing.
Mm-hmm. No, okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Roman, what's up? He wants to hop in real quick. Send me a request. Yeah, we're I mean, this is cool for us to just hang out. Where's Jake at? Have you seen him today?
No, I haven't heard from him in a couple
I
days.
haven't either for a couple days. That's why I was wondering why he ain't just popped up. What's
I
up?
mean, I sent it to him.
Did you?
So.
Okay, that was cool. I'm just curious or whatever because I don't want him, wondering why if he missed this and randomly gets on because he's always asking me to go live and it's always when I got some other shit going on. What's up, Roman?
What up?
Shit, where my black girls at? People keep saying
How's the fishing?
I used to have a thing.
Can't fish when you can't get on the ice.
Oh no.
Why you ice fishing right now?
Hell no, it ain't no damn ice to get on.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yo, if the ice was safe enough, I'd be out there.
I don't support that. I don't care about I don't want nothing to do with that shit. I don't support politics, the ice thing going on with the crazy shit going on. I don't want to get into any of that. What'd you say? You said what? Marky G, what's up? What ice fishing would you go though? Mosquito Lake?
Yeah, around here, yeah, I'd hit up Mosquito or West Branch.
Got you. I see some. I'm looking to see who all came in here that I missed. Hold on, real quick, cause I thought I seen something a second ago. You know how it has a late reaction, right? You know how like you're on live and it'll pop up somebody joined and then you go to look but they're not there because either they scrolled or it'll have a late reaction.
Yeah.
I think I had my friend. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to put her out there, but it was somebody that I think joined and left, and I wanted to talk to her, but I don't think she's in here. It was like an old story of some shit that had happened, but I don't want to put her on the spot, so I wouldn't have did it on live anyways. But so it was a part of my growth, and it was something really bad I did on Z's. I stayed up. I talked about this on Get a Grip podcast when I did that, and it was something I want to just kind of vent about. They're gone now. Like it said they were in here, but they left. I think they like probably a while ago. So while I was getting, partying, I was around this person, and I had took $20 out of her purse. She had $30 in there, and she had daughters and shit. And I did some maggot shit, something really bad, and I took that. And then I got in trouble and shit. It wasn't her fault, but uh, she pretty much tried to, I think, tell them like, hey, this motherfucker did this, which I deserved that. But then they came and put me on probation. And long story short, I don't blame her because she has kids, So like, but anyways, all these years later, I still feel bad. I came home and I tried to give her it back. I tried to cash app it to her, and she wouldn't let me. She was like, no, I'm just happy to see you're doing good. And that felt good, But like I was like, well, it was 20. I want to send you 30 or $40 right now because I was at work. I was at Liberty Steel in the factory. I was like, I'm gonna send it to you. You got Cash App, Venmos, PayPal. What is it? What do you want? And she was like, no, I don't want your money. It felt really good though because it was like I felt really guilty about that. And there was a night that I was really like homesick, feeling missing my kids, and I had all these guilt come through my mind. I was laying there praying, and I was actually in the middle of praying to God. I was dozing off. I was half asleep, but I started tearing up. And when I snapped out of it and I sat up, I had real tears on my face thinking about all this shit I did. And I wouldn't call it like a vision, but maybe something like that. It was like I was dreaming, but God was showing me all these things that I did in my life. It was like a recap or something. It's really weird, hard to explain. And that popped up in there to the point where I was like worried and wondering what this girl was up to. And Pretty sure I actually called her. Yeah, I did. We did. We talked while I was in prison a few times. She added me on the JPay and shit. But anyways, I'm just glad that she's doing good. I've just seen videos with her and her new dude and her daughters and shit. Yeah. I hope I just want to like speak good things into the existence for her, or into the universe for her and her family. Yep. Hey, thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie. Hey, Potter Brain. If you just left a comment like that, it sounds like you don't even know who God is, to be honest, and maybe you should figure that out. I think everybody should believe in God for real. Even if you ain't no like what they call like a Bible thumper, you should legit believe in the Creator of the universe. It's negative stuff like that isn't the start to doing that, you know. Big Daddy, is that what you do? Blame others? Yeah, that's not a good look. 6 years, 9 months, I did. Yeah, I don't even got nothing against the police and COs anymore. They're just doing their job. I just want them to stay in their lane and I stay in my lane. I don't put myself in front of the police. And I don't put myself in front of corrections officers because I'm staying out of trouble so the police shouldn't bother me. And I don't go to prison so the corrections doesn't bother me. So I'm in my lane doing my thing and they're in their lane doing their thing. I still got a tattoo that says fuck 12 because I used to live like that, but that's part of my testimony, right? So when you say things like that, I can actually agree with you. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't care what they do because they don't bother me and I don't bother them. The old me would have said FTP right off the rip, but that ain't that. That's part of my new growth.
If only they knew you years ago, Packy, that they'd know the growth you've gone through.
I know, man. Thank you.
I've seen it. I'm proud of you, cuzzo.
Thank you. Mhm. Yeah, bro. I don't even know that person. That's kind of what I was just saying. That shit I was talking about, Marky. I appreciate you, Ronnie. I appreciate you. When that shit happened, I couldn't even imagine doing that again. Like if I could go back in time as the person I am right now and be put in that situation, I don't care how many substances I was on and how desperate for more money just to get one more hit or something, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, you know what? That money ain't worth the bad karma and the years of feeling guilty later on, you know? But you can't go back in time. You can only go forward in time. So you have to like try to tell people. I want people to like hear what I got going on and try to learn from it somehow. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I want them to take that and I want you to put yourself in that point of view. That's that's why I'm always I like that, Ronnie. You can hop on if you want, especially if you're talking positive shit like that. When it comes to like Christopher like Willers is always posting video saying you made one bad choice and now this is your new reality and it shows prison. That's what I want to portray to people is you don't think of it in the moment until you're already too late and you're already in jail. Are you willing to live in a room, in a bathroom for years at a time? Oh, you're not? That doesn't sound fun or appealing? Okay, cool. Well, then make sure you don't do the thing you were thinking about going out and doing. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of what I want to try to start focusing on. Yeah, it's all good, Ronnie. What is this dude doing? Cool. Sorry for trying to be disrespectful. Dylan. Alright, Dylan, you're good. If you apologize. This Big Daddy dude, I really want to know who this is. He comes in here and does this for a month straight. It don't matter what live I start, he's in here. I think it's not fun, son. All zombies are hungry's in here. What's up, bro? Yeah, man, it's not fun at all, dude. Uh, I've been trying to get you because I wanted to say what's up to you. I don't think we ever actually talked. I just watched your lives before I was a content creator. Uh, yeah, jail sucks, bro. That's why I try to, and I'm on my other account. I'm on TikTok, so that's why I was letting you know. You know, I do factory work and construction, pretty much whatever I could get at that time. Since I've been home 25 months. I've worked like 18, 19 months. But recently, I was recently not employed because I had to drive 25 minutes there and back with no license, and that was sketchy. And we got one car. So yeah, hell yeah, zombies. That's cool, bro. I'll always like your videos and repost them every time they pop up. I showed my girl and shit, cause she knows I used to be like that with I got Hatchet Man and Tech Nine Strange logo tatted on me. I got Bang Pow Boom and all that. So I used to be real into like the whole stoner and juggalo thing and all that. And my girl, she just was like, man, if you 15 years ago, that would have been you on it. You know what I'm saying? But I still think it's cool. It's like it reminds me of when I was young. I support that though. I got way off topic with that. I was saying like, damn, I don't even remember what I was saying. Do you guys? I was telling my online homie over here something. So, oh, the job thing. I had an interview last week, and I let them know. Yeah, whoop whoop. Hey, I let them know that I needed a job at a place close so that I could not get driving, right? And it's only like a mile away, but I've been not had a job about 7 weeks now. Yeah, something like that. And it got hard quick. Like we went from being completely fine to both of us working. The whole time I've been home, everything's been great. And then all of a sudden, I got that situation with my job. Money stopped, and then she had my fourth daughter, baby, and now she's on work leave. So we went from doing great, getting our own house, a car, all these good things are happening for us, and then boom, everything just stopped right overnight like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Big Daddy, you're the number one person that does care. You literally are the only one out of all 40 people in here. You're probably the one that cares the most because you're still in here. You've been in here for like 45 days. You literally have the number one logo thing next to your name at the end of all my YouTubes. Every time I end my YouTube streams, dude, you're the one that has like the thing next to it. They're letting me know that you're my number one fan. And you're really good at being a troll, so good job. Uh, but I got all these tattoos and I got a record, so it's not always easy to get a good job, you know. I need uh sometimes I need like people to give me an extra chance, and some of them know me personally. I've had people know me and literally see my video. My last job was like it tied into something where I helped this guy at MacBid to the car, and he said, "Thank you for being so cool and respectful." I helped him bring all his shit to the car, and then he gave me like a $10 or $20 tip, which was awesome. And then all these months later, I go to try to get a job. I walk in doing an interview, and the guy goes, "You're the reason that I don't think every person with face tattoos is a bad guy." I said, "What do you mean?" He was like, "You used to work at MacBid?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, bro, I remember you." He goes, "You're the reason why I give people like you a chance now." He was like, "All right, so I'm hoping they call me back, but it's been a while and they ain't called back, so I don't know." You know what's crazy? Half the people in this chat saying this, they probably don't got jobs. They just want to feel good. Out of the last months, if we compared my pay stubs since I've been home to some of these trolls to see who's like worked more or who really does, I bet you it's the same. It's actually a front. You're putting on a front. You know what I mean? But you know what's cool about this is I think my platforms helps a lot. Like I got people telling me they're gonna help me get a job in my area. You know, I'm gonna make a video tomorrow and go on Facebook. Thank you, Roman, and let them know, hey, it's been 7 weeks. I need something else, and just kind of go from there. But see, that's where this ties in. Zombies, I don't know if you're still in here, but I wanted to ask you something about what I'm about to talk about with monetization. Maybe you could help me. That's where this ties in, right? Is having money from doing this. This has been our only income right now. I get paid 2,000 a month on Facebook, and I get paid about 100 a week on TikTok, and now I got 119 sitting on YouTube that comes this month on the 22nd, right? So I got 3 or 4 accounts monetized. So if right now, while I'm not having a job, I can sit here and get on YouTube. People can donate if they choose to, and then I'll be getting paid for views soon. TikTok, people could donate if they choose to, and Facebook, I get paid for my views. So that's why I think people really hate on me for real, because they want to be doing this too. It's a side hustle. I want this to be my side hustle though, not my only job. What, bro?
If you can hold out and find something temporary till like spring, summer, I can pull you into the union then. Just right now, during the winter, work is super slow. Most of the guys are honestly filing unemployment right now.
No, I get it. I get it. Get views. No, absolutely not, Royal. That just
if I was able to, I'd be on unemployment right now.
No, I get it. The last job I had,
I felt like 2 weeks short of having enough weeks to file for it.
Okay, so you're about to do the unemployment thing?
I was going to. I needed 2 more weeks of work to be eligible for it.
Now, and that's what they do. I was just talking to Dustin Dent about that earlier. They have it to where you could do what I did, retire 39 military. I went to try to go to the military captain. It didn't work. Dude, I was 18. I went in there in 2008, and they told me no because I had Bud on my record and 3 tattoos, 1 on each forearm and 1 on my neck. And they said, well, between the tattoos, the Bud on your record, and something else. It was either a misdemeanor pew charge I had or something like that, and it was dumb for being registered in my name.
What year was that, Packy?
2008. I had something with a shotgun that had happened the year I was allowed to own them, and we went to in Niles. We went to Niles. What's up, John? I went in the recruiter's office.
Yeah, you went to the one right there on Youngstown Road.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, what do you mean? I went in there with Anthony Battaglioli. We call him Botag, and he created a whole career out of it.
The reason I know where that is, Packy, is remember I went to the Marine Corps in 08.
No, I didn't really put 2 and 2 together. Yeah,
yo,
what up?
Had you gone to the Marine Corps, Packy, I'm about 99% positive they would have got you a waiver.
That's cool, Captain. Hell yeah, I'm happy for you, man. What'd you say? Hey, Gain, how many tattoos you got? You probably got 0 and you're just hating. That's a cover-up. That's why. Yeah, it would have changed my whole life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, see, I like being different. I don't like looking like y'all, because I'm different. I'm a walking testimony.
I can turn my camera on now.
Hell yeah. That's why I got what I could have proof that I even have a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what my brother, when it took him, after he got out of prison, it took him, a few years to get right, but he ended up getting right. So he got, a job at this little scaffolding shit, and now he's, the foreman of it, because he's been working it for so long, he can't touch a tool, he just tell them what to do,
Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, I really enjoy seeing all these. No, that's cool, bro, that he at least got something. One thing I will say about being a content creator is all these trolls, they push me to keep doing better. So when I know they're wrong about everything they're saying, it feels good to know, you're proving somebody